Now let's go all the way around the world and talk about China. Now all of a sudden the lab leak theory is probably the most prominent theory. People like you and Tom Cotton, people with a lot of IQ points who are saying that no, this could be the real deal and banished from the internet. You're not even allowed to raise questions about these things. Now all of a sudden everyone is starting to maybe agree that the lab did have something to do with it.
We even got the head of NIH today to say, yeah, it could be this darn lab. Look, the data was clear back in the spring of 2020. Yeah. I first spoke about it publicly in April or May, as I recall. It was important to talk about it then because we were still trying to figure out where the heck this thing came from and how we could get our hands on original virus to save lives. Now it's become common sense that, yeah, this probably came from the lab. That tells you a lot about the Chinese Communist Party. I must say, it's important where it came from. What's more important is that we hold the Chinese accountable. They knew they had sick people. They knew these people were contagious. They knew it was a deadly virus, and they sent thousands of people around the world. That's
exactly my next question. Is there any hope that China will be held accountable? I have this impression that with foreign policy, and you would know being our top diplomat for so long, either people are kind of advancing or retreating, and very rarely are people totally stagnant. So if we're not putting pressure on China, then they're advancing. That's what it feels like to me. Am I incorrect in that?
You are. Don't forget, that lab's still open. That lab is still conducting viral research. It won't surprise me at all if the military is still inside that lab. And this administration has literally done nothing to say, no, you have to at the very least shut down the place that is likely this virus came from. There was so much more to do. We made a good start. We made good headway. We built out coalitions around the world. I mean, the Indians know, the Australians know, the Japanese know. Everyone understands the communist tyranny in China foisted this virus upon the world. Sadly, I think this administration is going to go talk to the Chinese about climate change instead about changing the nature of what the regime is doing to its own people and then transmitting all across the world.